Hey, so I just got out of Black Panther 2, and I am gonna standing out here in the cold and in the snow. So I think I could probably talk for a very, very long time on this movie, but I may not. I will definitely go over I try and stick to 5 minutes, but there's just so much about this movie that I love. So growing up, I was a huge Marvel fan, huge fan of Black Panther. I think I dressed up as Black Panther, my homemade costumes, as much as I dressed up as Spider-Man in those, vinyl and plastic mask costumes. Because Black Panther just, you couldn't find costumes for him. He was still sort of a niche character. Um, and the fact that he's now as prevalent as he is just a testament to where we are. I think it's amazing. But on top of that, obviously, the big thing is Chadwick Boseman. And as someone who has just a couple of years ago, I lost. This is going to get maybe a little personal. Um, Lost my youngest sister, and that emotion is always there, and it's there in this movie, and it's done well. It's done appropriately. We have a story, we have characters who are able to pay tribute, and you can feel the real pain that the actors are portraying as they lost someone who he means so much. Even now, I teach, and I teach in a primarily urban area, and the impact that Boseman and Black Panther had on these. I mean, the kids, they love Avengers and they love Spider-Man and all that, but Black Panther, it's special. There's a special place. And, even now, years after the first movie, still kids that say Wakanda forever. And it's amazing. So this movie, I knew I would be moved. I didn't know within 30 seconds of the movie opening I would be crying. There's a couple really moving scenes. I'm not going to get too much into spoilers. I'm not going into too much, who becomes a Black Panther. It's got to be obvious by now if you've paid any attention. Actually, you know what? I probably will because I don't know how I'm going to avoid it. Um, but I'll say that Queen Ramonda, Angela Bassett carries this movie. They do what the Marvel movies have failed to do, which is create not even side characters, but these supporting characters that are just as powerful, just as important. These two movies have created an entire world. It's great to see like Spider-Man come alive. It's great to see some of the other characters. I've always thought that the best part of these the best superhero movies, are the ones that the heroes do what only those heroes can do. Wolverine does just what Wolverine can do, and Spider-Man does what he's best at, and Captain America is the leader, and Thor is just kind of this, you know, goofy badass who, that doesn't happen in this because it's about the nation. It's about the community. It's about everyone around them. The colors, the music, the whole world that they create. It's amazing. It's moving. Going into the actual plot of the movie. Namor and Namor as the actor, and I forget his name. He does a very good job with it. I've never been a Namor fan, so I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. It works. It works, better than Aquaman ever did, 100%. Um, he creates a compelling story, and again, it's not just this villain who's there. It's a whole culture. It's a whole world. It's a whole, I don't know if you want to say believable, but in the course of superhero movies or whatever, a believable background and a story, and you understand where he's coming from. One of the things that Marvel has really been struck with is the lack of believable or really viable. I don't know what's the word is that I'm looking for. The villains, they've kind of failed with their villains, but I don't think so in this because he's the bad guy, but not really the bad guy. Um, Letitia Wright, I'm not going to touch on any of the other stuff. I was coming out of the first movie. I thought, you know what? Eventually, there's going to be another Black Panther because that's the way it happens, and it needs to be her. And then I was not so sure, but God, she's amazing. She deserves to be the star. She stands right there with Angela Bassett. Um, and she's charismatic, she's talented, she's amazing. Um, Danielle Greer, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Okoye is amazing. Again, just badass, and again, it's just the whole the Doje, the Queen's Guard, everybody coming. Oh, it's just this movie is it's it's next level of Marvel movies. Um, it's just in the whole, these two together in a different series. um, I don't know what else to say. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you've seen it. I'm going to go see it again, and I'm probably going to see it again. And there hasn't been a movie that has moved me like this since, well, it's a totally different movie, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. um, so I can't wait to see this again, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Please, let me know what you thought in the comments. Okay, all the YouTube stuff, like share, subscribe, all that sort of thing. I went way over, and God, I love this movie. Best thing I've seen in a very, very long time. All right,